Rachel doesn't want to make this video.
I do not want to make this video. This is really hard because unlike when we started RV Unplugged Season 2, I know how this episode ends up. Hey, I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joe.
And we are
two crazy campers. And after losing a combined weight of more than 200 pounds,
we realized there was so much more energy for activity.
Come along with us as we explore the great outdoors.
And join us on a truly brand new adventure.
So, Season 2 of RV Unplugged filming is concluded.
And hopefully you've already seen, maybe not hopefully, you've already seen episode 1, which has aired this week.
Yeah, and spoiler alert, we're on Team Red.
I actually thought about wearing our black RV Unplugged shirt and then changing at the end of this episode because, yeah, like we become part of a team in episode 1. And although you're not going to see a lot of our reaction to just getting to be on a team, there was a lot of reaction going on because it really was an amazing opportunity to just count ourselves as part of a team.
So let's talk a little bit about what we're going to do. So throughout RV Unplugged, we did diaries. Now, on day 1, we did a lot of like behind the scenes footage. Then we got tired because they were long filming days. Some of the days were 14 hours. I mean, they were long. And when you consider we were getting up every day at like 5 a.m., sometimes not getting back to the RV, until 10 o'clock at night. They were long days. So
the adrenaline made it worse.
So day 1, there's a lot of behind the scenes footage. From then on, we've got a lot of diaries, like reactions to the day. Mm-hmm. How did we feel? What was going through our minds? Now, at the time that we are recording this right now,
safe back at home.
We have not seen episode 1.
No, we have not.
We have not seen any of the episodes. They have not allowed us to see any of the episodes. So episode 1, at the time that we are filming this, is coming out in a week.
But just seeing the behind the scenes footage that we taped has me kind of nervous.
Well, why don't we let them see the behind the scenes footage?
Okay.
I don't think you're going to need that.
I don't think so either, but it makes me feel confident. I need lipstick to face the day. What do you think?
You look beautiful.
Am I Monday ready?
You look like a champion.
Champion. We are the champions, my friend.
Be careful. You sound so good saying that. Like we may get copyright. They're going to think it's actually Queen.
I love you. This is the talk that we need as a couple. Like this is what's going to take this lovey-dovey talk. This is what's going to take us to the end, baby.
How are you feeling today?
Excited to begin and hopeful. I'm really, really hopeful. I'm starting to have instead of that negative reel in my mind of just me tripping, falling, and embarrassing myself, I'm starting to see myself run fast, a little bit like Forrest Gump, the shackles coming off and me just heading out.
It's cold outside.
It is cold.
So it's 7 o'clock. I just finished hooking everything up. The only thing I need to do is pull the power and pull the slide in. And I was just waiting to pull the power for the last second. Even though I'm not worried about the batteries, it's still always in the back of my head, use electric until you don't have to use electric. Even though we've proven that we don't need to have the electric, there's just something, it's just something you're ingrained in, right? And drawing in a slide does use a lot of electricity. So why should I waste my battery power drawing in the electricity? Oh, by the way, Rachel, we are now disconnected from city water. So
we're on our own.
We're on our own, which also means like if you go like poop right now, you're filling up a black tank that you cannot empty for 2 weeks.
I've decided I'm just not gonna poop.
You're just not gonna poop for 2 weeks?
I will poop under protest, but I don't want to. I'm gonna try to avoid it as much as possible.
We're about to embark on a journey. Are you nervous?
I'm excited. I'm so thankful. You know, I was just praying this morning and just really my focus has shifted a lot from my thoughts about myself and my shortcomings to we have the opportunity to do a reality show with integrity. Yep. Like we have an opportunity to represent the keto community in a positive way. And I'm excited to be an ambassador for the way we eat. I am not going to eat right now. I'm not hungry. I'm a little bit nervous. So I am just going to nervously chew my gum. I did have coffee this morning with keto brains.
I do have coffee.
And yes.
I do have coffee and I have a Celsius because we have about 40 minutes before we're actually allowed to show up. And so I'm just going to enjoy that.
Now we do know that there is water on the set, you know, where we could drink it if we run out, or you know, like if you get thirsty during the day, they don't want you to dehydrate. But I don't want to just drink water and dilute the electrolytes that I have in my body. So I have a salty in my pocket. Yeah. I will be having a Mondo melon sometime today while we are taping for sure.
That's my favorite flavor.
And as you can see, I have this empty container because that's for peeing, just in case. That's my backup porta potty. That is seriously
like you talk about me,
a porta potty.
So we're here first.
We're here, number one, because we're gonna be number one. We're starting out like we're gonna finish up number one.
So we are outside the gate for where we're filming, and I don't know if we're supposed to go in. Like I see a bunch of the guys over there, like they're talking. People are lined up behind us. I think the Tolsons are lined up behind us, and the guard just came over and like opened up the gate. But again, are you telling me go in because we're blocking? But I'm gonna wait for direction because I don't want to get in trouble.
Don't assume.
Wait, we gotta turn off the heat.
Let's not do that. Let's not be crazy. How excited are you right now?
You're so giddy.
Well, there's like production crews around and drones flying through the windshield. Just like super, super cool. This is a really neat experience. Oh my gosh, we're here. This is so stinking exciting. We pulled in and
first ones in.
We're the first ones in. You got to start out the way you want to end up, right? So be early, be ready. We're ready. I'm so excited. I'm so excited I could use this bottle right now.
So the funny thing is like we've got the windows open just because, you know, I think it's better for video footage.
Yeah.
But it's so cold.
It's cold. We gotta play it off like 46 degrees is what it's saying. It ain't nothing for
Hey,
us.
like I do see other people here in sweatshirts and big heavy coats. They're probably Floridians too.
Right.
Because like the people from like, you know, Nebraska, they're wearing shorts and tank tops.
Right. They're going like,
but
you wusses.
It's a little cold, so like we're sitting here, heated seats on, heat cranking, and just waiting we're lining up right now.
So I thought we just peed in a random house and not the house that
You didn't go in the one you're supposed to go in?
I guess we did, and it was okay, but they were totally messing with us. And so yeah, we thought that we had just gone into like a local camper's house and peed in their toilet. So it's day one. Everybody has just rolled in. We've all lined up. Did you feel good about your parking? Like there's a little pressure on you to like line it up straight, right?
Yeah. Well, listen, when he said, "Hey, can you back up and pull in?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got this." Because one thing I'm actually good at is driving a trailer.
Well, as we were backing up, I thought to myself, is this their like, we're excusing you from the race? Pull out.
So we're waiting for the next shot, and we're going to be picking teams. And it's kind of funny because everybody is cold. Like we're all sitting here, trucks on. Like, do they have any idea what the cost of diesel is? But we need to run the diesel trucks because like it's cold.
Heat.
But it's funny, I'm watching Phil and Stacy. Stacy's so cute. She's like jumping up and down trying to keep warm. But Whose team do you want to be on?
Honestly,
You got to pick. You got to pick.
well, Stacy won last year,
But
so
Phil picked the team.
But Phil picked the team. So I just want to be on the winning team. So I don't care who it is. If Phil picks the team and then it stays on his team, I want Phil. If Phil picks the team and then they go to Stacy, I want Stacy's team.
So you just want the winning coach.
I just would like the winning team.
And you know what? I love Phil and Stacy. They are so awesome. I want to be like them when I grow up. I don't know whose team I want to be on. Like, Phil plays dirty. Stacy's super sweet. But I think that Stacy's got that, like, little side of her, like, I want to win.
Edgy.
Yeah, I don't know. Whose team should we be on? I guess you guys are going to have to wait and find out.
Oh my gosh, a helicopter just flew in to drop off Todd. I can't even imagine what's next. It's about to get real. The high fives have been exchanged, which means we're up next.
This is the true test because everybody's got to back up on camera.
Yeah, the pressure is on.
Anybody who has to actually, like, stop and reposition, like, they're gonna feel like, oh my gosh. Is that just a little bit of pressure with all the RVers watching you?
Yeah.
So far, our strategy is really working in as far as not having to cook anything because everything is meal prepped. So we have about 45 minutes before we have to head back to the set, and everybody's stopping for lunch. Some people have meal prepped, some people have not. And so they're thinking about, like, what could I fix quick? And everybody's slides are in. So, you know, cause I mean, it's just a big filming day. So I'm just really thankful that all we can do is just open it up and get some meat.
It is so much pressure as an RV driver to have to back up in front of RVs.
So I came over here and I was like, uh-oh, wait a minute. We didn't plug all this stuff in. And I'm like, oh wait, yeah, we are RV Unplugged. Whoa. Okay. That was amazing. I am really, really thankful that we won the first challenge. I don't care that it is a reward challenge. I just feel like for our team to really kind of unify, we needed to have that first win. And we got the first win.
The bottom line is first of all, we got to win and then rub it into the blue team's face.
Is it bad that we cheered like super hard? It was just, we were so relieved, I think.
Yeah, blue team was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you guys are going to cheer so loud. Hey, we won!
We won.
And what would they done if they won?
I honestly think that they were surprised that they won. Surprised that they lost, rather.
Yeah, they thought that they had it in the bag. But listen, we didn't just win. We won by a lot. And in my opinion, we had a harder tent because it turns out they had a big open wide side and we only had an open area that was like half the length.
More points of fastening.
Yeah, so we had a lot more Velcroing to do than they did. And that specific spot is why we had to redo it. So I think that we probably had at least another minute on them if you factored that in.
If we had the same size.
Yeah, because we wouldn't have had to go back and redo something. So
I'm just glad we won.
All I know is we won. Stacy's got another win over Phil.
Yes.
And now we get to go and sit down and chill. I'm personally not going to have a margarita.
Me neither, but
I just want to hang out. I'm going to actually have coffee because it is cold outside.
Same.
There's 2 bags of pellets, actually.
We didn't know what to do.
Dustin, were you the overachiever? I didn't set this up.
No.
I didn't set this up.
Well, it should burn till
midnight.
Monday.
So she has to sleep outside anyway.
I have to sleep outside
she's going to sleep here because she gave away the token.
Did you really?
I got too excited because I thought it was part of like the group thing.
You didn't see secret on it?
I did see secret. In fact, I told her, look, this is a secret. We're going to need this
and
later.
You gave it away.
Strong stuff.
I just want to say, I wasn't going to question it.
Yeah, no, she's much smarter than me.
I don't blame you.
I just went,
much smarter.
Okay.
I was like, here, this is for our group.
dang it.
It's true. I think you thought it was for the group, and I thought it was
I
too.
did.
I didn't even I just was holding on to it for a little bit, and then I was like,
Then it
oh, pocket.
I'm gonna get tougher, baby. Ooh, it's cold.
It's very cold.
Very, very cold.
Are you cold because of the air, or are you cold because you feel
Rough.
rough?
I feel like an idiot. And that's the one thing that I don't want to feel like is an idiot. And I'm so sorry.
So, Rachel found a token.
Right.
And then handed it off.
I did. And
I still love you.
I appreciate that. I think...
Our son is gonna, he's gonna scold you when he sees this episode.
But here's the thing. Fortunately, it looks like it wasn't an immunity type thing.
Hopefully. Now listen, I'm not saying anybody else is not playing with integrity and they're not being honest, but we don't know.
I don't think...
I have to go in and,
I
trust
think the
everyone,
best,
but don't trust anyone. That's the thing is because if you found one,
right,
and we went in that room, and let's say half of it was a group thing because they had two things. Remember, they're like, we have this and we have this. What was the first thing? Maybe they know something that we don't know.
Right.
Because I'm going to tell you, if I would have gone into that room and there was, say, a group immunity and then an us immunity, I'm not telling everybody else.
What is interesting is you may not have a choice. So here's the thing.
We'll never know.
You'll never know.
Until after the show airs.
No, what I'm saying is that Todd made it known that somebody found an immunity.
Right.
Or a coin, rather. I keep calling it immunity.
But they said there's some that he said that he was saying that because he knew what they were and that they were not things to keep secret, but he said in the future you'd need to keep it secret because there's certain things that are only going to apply to the person. And even Stacy said you may not want anybody to know you have it. Because again, you're new to reality shows, but sometimes if they find out you have some kind of an immunity kind of thing, they're gonna make you burn it by voting for you,
or they perceive that you have something. Right. But it's hard. It's a tough thing. I mean, you want to find it, but at the same by the same token, if you find it, didn't you first have a sink in your heart when you were like, oh, they have it, and they never said anything to the group? Well,
that's why I'm saying is I think they're awesome and I love them, but I don't trust them because I'm not mad at them.
No.
But she quickly realized you screwed up and
didn't say, Rachel, you screwed up. This is something you should keep.
Well, even that, I would have rather her said, Rachel screwed up. And oh, well, Rachel screwed up, I have it now. But they also didn't go to the rest of the group and say, hey, look what I found. She was keeping it a secret, and the only reason she didn't keep it a secret is because Todd called them out.
Yeah.
He's not going to always call them out. But because we now know she was keeping it a secret, until Todd called her out.
Do you trust her as much?
I don't trust them as much.
Yeah.
And that's why, I trust everyone, but I trust no one. I trust one person, and that's you.
You shouldn't.
Because
clearly.
Everybody else is trying to win too. And ultimately, yes, we're Team Red, but ultimately, we're Team Joe and Rachel.
Yeah.
Right? We're Team 2KK, and so we need to look out for 2KK first.
And stop being so dumb.
Gullible.
I'm so sorry.
Joe, I hope that people still want to root for us on into episode 2.
Stop skipping past the big thing.
Oh my gosh.
So
I don't want to even talk about it.
Okay. Do you want to put that off for a little bit? Can we talk about the day?
Can I just say that my hair is longer now and I've grown wiser now. Hopefully.
So it's funny, as I've been putting together episode 1 behind the scenes, it's bringing flashbacks, some good, some not good.
A rush of emotion came over me as I donned the shirt again.
So I gotta tell this story. I was editing footage, and you've got to imagine how hectic it was filming RV Unplugged.
And, oh, by the way, our full-time job is YouTube. Okay? So we have 2 channels. So you're watching this on our camping channel, but we also have our keto channel, which is our main channel. Coming into RV Unplugged, up until about 2 weeks before RV Unplugged, we didn't know who was going to be on RV Unplugged, and we were told, you can't tell anybody what's going on.
And that was scary because we thought for our 2 Krazy Ketos channel, we weren't going to be able to tell our audience.
How do we explain we're going to be gone for a month?
Why we just disappeared. And when I talk about, like, we love our 2 Krazy Ketos family. It is a close-knit family. For more than 270 weeks in a row, we've never missed a Monday live stream, no matter what. Like, we were almost dying once and never missed it because it's that important for us to be in community. And so now we were faced with the prospect of just disappearing.
Yeah. And we didn't know what we were going to do. So when they did the announcement podcast and they said, okay, you can tell everybody what you're doing, we were like, whoosh. But that also meant that the entire time of filming RV Unplugged, I still had work to do. We were still filming videos for our keto channel. I was editing videos, trying to get stuff up so that our channel and our community didn't get left behind because of our camping channel. And so I lost some footage. At least I thought I lost some footage. So I have this whole folder with day 2, day 3, day 4, and I'm like, I can't find day 1. I cannot find day 1.
Sort of important.
And this morning, I actually messaged Tony, like, can you refresh my memory? What happened? I don't remember almost anything from day 1. Like, it's a blur. And then I was like, oh, let me look on my laptop. And I found a folder with just day 1 because on day 1, I was organized. By day 2, I was not organized anymore.
So,
actually, I got better organized on day 2.
Our 2 KK family know that that is not something that Joe loves to do. Like, I'm extremely OCD. Every single time, in fact, I'm CDO. I'm that OCD. When we do our 11 on 11 live stream every single year to raise money for our veterans, I want to make sure every single hour of that 11 hours is completely like scheduled.
Right.
Joe is like, no, let's wing it. In fact, he's very well known for being like, fly by the seat of your pants. Like, we'll just figure it out when we get there.
Well, the problem is you were filming stuff for what we're eating during RV Unplugged, but then you've got to cover up because you can't tell anybody what team you're on. And so I got organized of this goes there and this goes there, but I misplaced the folder. Fortunately, I found everything you just saw is what I had found. But it did bring back this rush of emotions, and I completely forgot about Rachel giving away the token.
I did not forget that I did that stupid thing, but I forgot about the embarrassment that goes with it. You know, they say like after you have the baby, you forget the labor pains, but it was a reminder of those pains. Like I felt like we might as well just go home because that flood of thinking that I am a loser, that I am no good at anything, that I don't deserve to be on anybody's team, that came back as I made this very dumb decision. And I thought, gosh, Joe's probably wishing he picked somebody else for his partner in life, let alone the partner for this contest. And I was embarrassed. I was truly, truly embarrassed. And I was thinking, hey, this is my first impression on my other teammates. Like, what are the wags going to think of me? Like, what is, Girl Camper going to think of me? Like, what are the Doves going to think of me? What is anybody going to think of me in this?
That you gave away the token.
That I gave away the token. I was really worried that people would be like, you're the weakest link, goodbye.
Yeah. And so what ended up happening was, we don't know what that token does, but you have to assume that it was an immunity. So at the end of the night, like, I was kind of disappointed that there wasn't a vote off because we won the challenge.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, at least we've got another day. But now the anxiety came back of, oh, wait a second. Today meant nothing.
Well,
like we got margaritas, which we did not drink.
Well, and I was very concerned that because I couldn't stop saying, I'm such an idiot. I'm such an idiot. Like, oh my gosh, like it's thank goodness that the registered nomads are like so much smarter than me. But then I thought once we got back to the RV, I said that too much. I'm putting a target on my back right now because I can't stop saying I'm such an idiot. And I'm drawing.
The game's over.
I'm drawing attention to the registered nomads, and they're going to vote me off because they're going to presume that like I'm upset with them. And it's like, I'm not upset. I'm upset with me, and I can't stop being negative towards myself and beating myself up.
Yeah, it was a very emotional night. I was fine with it. Now, our son, who is a diehard Survivor, Big Brother,
I don't even know what
every single reality show fanatic, when he sees it, you're in trouble.
I'm grounded.
You're
for sure.
You're grounded.
I'm definitely grounded. Time out for quite some time. But it's funny. So from the beginning to the end of our own reaction video, you can see the roller coaster of emotions, that there is excitement and hopefulness and looking forward with happy anticipation. And then there's worry and self-doubt and anxiety and wondering what's next and do we have what it takes to keep moving forward.
Well, I guess you're going to have to keep watching to find out if we have what it takes. So obviously we made it through day 1.
Yay!
Okay.
That's good news.
And can't tell you anything else, but here's the good news. You find out about day 2 next week on Wednesday. So the way we're going to do this, do you remember what happened on day 2?
Right now, it's a tangle of Christmas lights in my mind. So I'm looking forward to checking out the footage so that it can be fresh, for me once again.
So what we're going to do is, because it's going to be a long day, since you have the episodes airing at 7 o'clock or 7 o'clock Central, that's 8 o'clock Eastern, within the post show afterwards. What we're going to do is we're going to do this sum up every Thursday.
That seems right.
Okay. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel so that you can see our sum ups of every single week, because I can tell you this. There are things that we said in our diaries that are going to need some explaining.
They're pretty raw. I'm going to say, I know that. I mean, I don't know what, like,
there's a few times where I wanted to quit.
There's a lot of tears. I'm not going to lie. So definitely you're going to want to see this. I'm not sure I want to see all of these things, but because of the fact that we're so raw and real and truly not composed. But I think it's important to share what our thoughts are, not just for ourselves and for like the people who are cheering for us as a Too Crazy Ketos team, but I want the other contestants to see what we were thinking, because there is a game, and in the moment, all you're doing is thinking about your gameplay and like how you're going to survive.
Well, you were thinking about everybody else's gameplay and not ours in day 1.
And so, but I think it'll be interesting to see what we were thinking, like, and how we felt towards people.
So if you like seeing videos like this, please do us a favor, hit that like button that is down below in the comments. When you do that, that does 2 things. Number 1, it really helps to build our channel, which we greatly appreciate. But more importantly, what that's going to do is that's going to let us know what kind of videos you guys are looking to see.
Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also the bell button. And that way, every single time we upload one of these videos, you'll be alerted to it.
Till next time, happy camping.